Business communication. There are a lot of mistakes to be made, but just a few keys to success when you're thinking about how to communicate clearly inside and outside your organization. Hi, I'm Jenny Ray LaRue, the Managing Director of Management Consulted, and we're a group of ex-MBB consultants, McKinsey, Bain, and BCG, who focus on training organizations and universities on how to develop professionals that are going to be successful in consulting and beyond. Our focus today is on business communication. And what I want to do is I want to walk through 3 forms of business communication. And then I want to talk about a few highlights of what makes business communication successful. Form number 1, business communication, is emails. I want to talk a little bit about this because there is the version of email that has become a lot less professional over time. It used to be that emails were really like letters. They were headers and detailed information and guidances, and it was literally just writing a whole bunch of different stuff. And with the emergence of things like Slack channels and text messaging as a popular form of communication, we're seeing emails used in different ways today. First of all, an email always needs to have a takeaway at the beginning. Why you're writing the email and what the purpose is of what you're writing. If there is data that you need to support it, you need to bullet that data. Make sure that it's not the kind of email that somebody opens and thinks, I'll never read this. You need to bold specific information in order to highlight what action item someone needs to do, and you need to ask people on the email for one thing and one thing only. I'm guilty of not doing this well, and so are other people, but overall, if you can get this 80% right or 90% right, you're gonna find that the emails that you do write actually drive action, which is the whole point in investing in them in the first place. Second of all, you've got meetings. What's the biggest problem with meetings? It's when people show up expecting to figure out in the meeting what they're going to do in the meeting. Meetings need to have clear agendas beforehand and clear takeaways. We recommend starting every meeting with next steps. Here are the things that we want to cover after the meeting and we want to be prepared to do. Then begin with what your assertion is. This is what we think, this is where we are, this is what we see happening. And then focus on the process that you either need approval or input or an update on. If you're able to do that, you're using the pyramid principle method of communication and you're driving shorter, more effective meetings where you can get more done. Finally, the third form of communication is discussion or interpersonal, when you are having conversation with folks that are inside your organization. It's imperative that when you're having conversation, just verbal, without any guidance like a meeting, no agenda or no presentation, you're still guided by one key principle, and that is structure. Structure means that you are asking questions that have a purpose, that you are engaging in a way that has a limited quantity of time to it so that you're able to keep your interactions brief and more enjoyable. And finally, that you're working with somebody to take their cues to figure out when the conversation needs to end. Interpersonal communication is a huge topic of study, and it's something that's really essential that folks need to know. But ultimately, if you get these 3 types of communication right, clear, direct emails with a specific singular action, great meeting agendas to drive shorter, more focused, more action-oriented meetings, and business communication, where you're giving and taking in interactions where you're able to get exactly what you want to need, either information or contact or relationship out of it, you're gonna find that business communication will be more effective for you. If you're interested in corporate training on business communication, we would love to come in and speak with your organization. If you have specific issues or insights that you'd like to hear more about, please make sure that you write us, subscribe to our channel, or get on our mailing list. We'd love to share a lot of the insights and topics that we've got with you there. Thanks for watching.